Hi everybody and welcome back to my backyard once again. Today we're gonna check out the BetaFPV Meteor 75 Pro with the O4 Lite system. We got a couple of bags and the drone on the bottom. In one bag you get a screwdriver and extra Gemfan 45mm propellers. In the other bag you get extra screws, grommets and the adapter to connect to the flight controller. And this is the drone, 37 grams of weight, but it feels quite resistant and springy. I feel like it's gonna be hard to break. And the O4 Lite comes in this canopy. You have an adjustable camera angle. The antenna on the back is not super secured. I feel like if you crash hard, it's gonna come out. But the camera mount is soft mounted. They created this bracket system to isolate the camera from vibrations. We're gonna see later if it works. The drone is 1S. They suggest using between a 450 or 550 milliamps. With one of these, you're gonna do around 5 minutes and 30 of flying. They also have a 65mm version, and with that drone, you're gonna do around 2 minutes and 40 of flying. So this thing is a lot more efficient, but a little bit larger. The motors are 1102 22,000 kV, and the flight controller, I'm very excited about it because despite being 1S, they finally fixed the biggest problem of 1S drones with the O4 system. Usually, when you punch out, the battery voltage drops and the O4 system doesn't have enough voltage to run. In this flight controller, they put a very beefy 3 amps battery eliminator circuit that should keep the O4 powered on even when the battery is low. You also have 12 amp CSCs and integrated Express LRS 2.4 receiver. If you don't want to use that, no problem. You can just go in the options and select the DJI integrated receiver so you can connect it to your DJI controller. And it's finally time to fly. I'm gonna fly 2 times. First with a low camera angle, just cruise around the garden, see how efficient it is, and then I'm gonna raise it and start acroing. The LiPo slots in at the back just like this, and it's super secure. Okay, today is not the stillest day. There is a little bit, oh my god, what's happening? I believe the O4 is a little bit oh my god, it's a little bit overheating. It's really hard to control. Yeah, because I was sitting a little bit on the ground. Why is it doing? Please stop doing that and freezing. Okay, it seems like a little bit over made it. Smooth again, nice. I hope it's recording correctly. Okay, it seems like I can trust it. So today is not the stillest day ever, and you can see that the drone is going really like a leaf around, and it's really hard to combat the wind. I'm gonna put it in acro, and it's a little bit better. Still struggling, and despite the soft mounts, I can see a little bit of vibration in the camera view. Oh no! Okay, I just changed the battery, so we have a fresh one, and there is a little bit of wind today, and this drone is not ideal for windy conditions because it's really lightweight and kind of underpowered. On 1S it's kind of big, and the battery is kind of big as well, so it's not the easiest thing to control, but it's incredibly silent. The chicken are not even noticing. Oh my god, I need to put it in acro because all this wind is really messing up with me today. It's kind of hard to control it with all of this side wind. Okay. Oh my god. So if you go where there is no wind, the camera doesn't seem to have much vibration. It's only when you thrust up the engines. But yeah, not too bad for chasing chicken safely, because this drone is just super safe. It doesn't have much power to damage anything. And yeah, they are not incredibly scared of it. I can even orbit them. So it's not the most precise drone in the open, because every little draft of air is gonna make it move. I'm gonna try and go under this porch. Oh! Yeah, and the wind is still channeling around here. Hi cat. Man, this cat is my logo. You can see only has one eye, and he's been with me for more than 20 years. I was just a kid when I got him, and he's still there. Super old. Even probably maybe 22 years old, I don't even remember. But yeah, one of the oldest cat I ever had. And he's still pretty much a rascal. Nice. Oh, I just made all the chicken go home. And this drone, despite being underpowered and despite probably I suggest you using it indoors or in very still outside conditions. Today is not that day. But I have to say, for cruising around the backyard, it's not too bad. You have fun in the park, you just explore with this. It's not very powerful. You can see the throttle percentage in the bottom, and it just doesn't pick up very much speed when you raise the throttle. It takes a long time. I'm gonna try at least flying acro later, but yeah, this is not the drone for that, I can already tell you. This is a drone to just go around and about and have a little bit of exploratory fun with a super light thing. It's like 50 grams with this battery. And it's probably better than the 65mm version because you have much more flight time. 5 minutes versus 2 minutes and 30 seconds is really a lot. But I like the 65 because it's so small. It's just funny to fly something so small. And 3 minutes and 55 of flying outdoors, it's fine. Indoors you're gonna do the full 5 minutes and 30. Is this? Oh, there we had a. Okay, I guess I gotta land 320. Yes. Okay, 4 minutes and 15 seconds of flying. It's not too bad. And now let's try pushing with a higher camera angle. Okay, so for sure it goes faster with this camera angle, but still the wind is a big problem. To the point is it's kind of hard to control. So if you are an expert, you're gonna have fun, but if you are a beginner and you wanna fly outdoors in a park, make sure you live in a place without too much wind because it could be a problem. Now, today is one of the probably windiest days I have recorded a video. Usually I try avoiding really windy days because, yeah, especially today I was unlucky with this drone because it's not a good drone to showcase. But yeah, at least you have a good test to show you how it works in wind. Oh my god, going that direction is really hard. Instead, if you go the other way, it goes super fast to the point where I hope I can come back, please. Yeah, if I climb a little bit, it's gonna be very hard. But on a good day, I believe it's not gonna behave very bad because, yeah, we are still doing these kind of things. And I probably have to try it again during a non-windy day. But of course, don't expect it to be a acro drone by any means. It can do it. It's a very chill drone. It doesn't have a crazy amount of power. And even I tried the Pavo Femto, which is 2S, and still it's flying a little bit better for sure, but don't expect crazy things with these super small drones. They don't have inertia, they are super light, and they get moved by the wind pretty easily. These drones are good if you want to, again, explore and just fly around, have a little bit of exploratory fun. You are much better with a toothpick if you want to acro, maybe in a park. But still, this thing looks very much like a toy, and nobody is gonna ever complain about something that doesn't make noise and is not really dangerous. So that's the use case for this drone. And since the electronics are the same in the Meteor 65 Pro, I'm gonna make another video, put the electronics on a Meteor 65 frame because I have one. I have the analog version, and I'm gonna try it with the smaller drone. Probably it's gonna behave worse outdoors, but maybe it's better indoors. Now, I don't have really indoors to try. My basement, it's a big mess. I am ashamed of it. I need to clean up the space a little bit. But if you, oh my God, the battery is dropping a lot. If you look at this favela looking chicken coop, maybe this is gonna become my studio. I have planned for it to become my studio so I can also fly inside it. Okay, let's go home. We flew for 3 minutes and 30, which is not too shabby for faster kind of flying. And with all of this wind, today was not really the best condition to try a 1S little tiny whoop, but it defended itself quite nicely. Still drifting a little bit, but of course, the purpose of this drone is exploratory flying, mostly probably indoors, and if you wanna fly outdoors, be sure the weather is super still, there is no wind, and it's gonna behave quite nicely. You can push it a little bit more, going a little bit of acro, but it's not its purpose and it's a little bit underpowered for that. But the thing that really impressed me is the flight controller. The step-up converter in it is able to provide voltage to the O4 system even if we are on 1S, and it didn't shut down. So if you want to build a little 1S tiny whoop, I suggest you using this flight controller. And talking about the soft mount on the O4, it seems like it works if you're going really slow, there is no air, maybe you are indoors, but as soon as you're fighting the wind or you're pushing a little bit harder, you can see a little bit of vibrations. So it kind of works. I like that they are trying to improve the situation because it's a really big problem on the O4 Lite, but we are not there 100% yet. I feel like they need to maybe raise the stiffness of the grommets a little bit, and it will be very fine. And that's all for today. I'm gonna make an update video when I transfer the electronics into the 65mm Meteor. I'm very curious about a smaller drone. And as always, remember to like, subscribe and comment on this video. Let me know what do you think about these 1S tiny whoops with the HD system on them. And also, if you wanna buy something, check out the links in the description down below. Clicking on them, you help my channel a lot. And many times you also find discounts. So thank you so much, stay safe and happy flying, bye!